Hi there. This is the last of my blog posts on my journeys these last 3 weeks, actually 3 weeks today since I left Edinburgh to travel around Poland, Slovakia and Europe. But my last entry is kind of an unusual one because I'm sitting in the room in my old home in Essex where 50 years ago this month I was filled with the Holy Spirit and encountered God very powerfully. I was given the gift of tongues, and here in the bed, just about here, is where I encountered God very powerfully. And I've just been thinking about that over these few days that I've been in Essex, and just being really thankful to God. But also God's spoken to me very deeply about the fact that the Holy Spirit is an indispensable part, an indispensable factor in our relationship with God through Jesus Christ. For this reason, because without the Holy Spirit, we settle into institutionalism, we settle into structures, we settle into theologies. We need the constant flow through of the living person of the Holy Spirit, who makes Jesus real to us and who brings the fatherhood of God to us, so that we don't become stagnant, so that we don't become settled, so that we don't become formalized, and all of those things. One thing I've realized over this few weeks, especially being with Roman Catholic brothers and sisters, is that the reason that I am able to, as it were, swim over the barriers of our traditions and our theologies and the way that we do things is because it's the same Holy Spirit who has flooded us all. And when the Holy Spirit floods us, he lifts us above the traditions and the divisions, and he enables us to reach out and connect with one another. It's one reason I'm very excited about what's happening in Poland in February when I go back there, is because here's an opportunity for us literally to find one another across the walls, to find one another and to be with one another in places where our traditions and our confessions in their stuckness will not allow us. So I just want to encourage us today, as I make this last of these vlogs, to have a fresh experience of the Holy Spirit. It's interesting that in a Jewish bathhouse, a Jewish mikveh, there is always a source of running water. It's never just still water, it's always running water. And Jesus promised us that when the Holy Spirit comes, he would be like a constant flow, flowing through us, like living water, through into us and out of us. And my prayer is today that the church, that we as the people of God, of whatever tradition, of whatever history and story, can know the power, the living power and experience of the Holy Spirit day to day, which will not only fill our lives with joy and worship, but would also impel us out to tell others about the goodness of God in Jesus Christ, and will also bring us together across the walls of our divisions, whether we are Protestant, Catholic, Jew or Gentile. We can find one another through the power of the Holy Spirit in Jesus Christ. Have a good day.